Hello, star-trotting adventurers and interstellar voyagers. Gather round for a chuckle-filled cruise through the peculiar history of character creation in the iconic game of Traveler. And while we're embarking on this thrilling journey, here's a quest for all you noble adventurers out there. Take up your digital swords and shields by smashing that like button and forge an unbreakable pact with our fellowship by hitting subscribe. It's your chance to join the ranks of the brave, to step into the epic saga of role-playing exploration, and ensure you never miss a beat of the action. Remember, in this realm, your support is the magic that keeps our adventure alive. The uninitiated might ask, what's so unusual about Traveler's character creation? Well, folks, in most role-playing games, your character's death is typically a mid-game tragedy or an epic endgame scenario. In Traveler, though, your character could kick the bucket before the game begins. Yes, you heard it right, folks. Traveler was the first, and possibly the only, RPG where you could die during character creation. The original 1977 version of Traveler pioneered gaming in many ways, but the character creation mechanic was the most talked about and morbidly amusing aspect. During the process, you'd decide your character's background, career, skills, and whether they would survive until the game start. Yep, a throw of the dice determined if your daring space explorer perished before their journey even started. As you built your character's pre-adventuring career, each term served, usually 4 years in the game's timeline, was a roll of the dice. Each term of service offered chances for skill acquisition and advancement, but it also brought the risk of mishaps or aging, which could lead to injury or even death. Imagine telling your fellow gamers, well, my character won't be joining the adventure. He died during character creation. Cue awkward laughter. But don't worry, brave adventurers, the story doesn't have to end in tragedy. The lethality of Traveler's character creation softened with each successive edition. By the time Mongoose Publishing took the helm, premature death became merely an option. In the current editions of Mongoose Traveler, characters who experience severe mishaps or the ravages of age begin the game with lingering injuries instead. These might reduce their skills or abilities or add interesting flaws to their profiles. They could also have medical debt, read in their books, so to speak, spurring them to seek ways to make money, and have adventures in the process. So, spacefarers in Traveler no longer fear fatal fates during character creation. They can now face off against a universe of challenges without ever having to die before beginning play. Of course, as with any RPG, death is still part of the game, but now it's a gameplay feature rather than character generation. So what do we make of this peculiar historical tidbit? It offers a reminder that even decades-old games can be improved and evolve over time. Traveler's various publishers were willing to keep tinkering with a beloved classic until it felt right, something all game designers can strive for. But most importantly, it reminds us that sometimes risk can add flavor and excitement to an adventure. But it should never be needlessly lethal. For those looking to recapture the thrills and perils of the game's earliest days, there's still a way to do that. The so-called Iron Man character creation option enables players to replicate those long-ago editions of Traveler, in which character mortality was a real risk during creation. With this variation, players will roll dice at every step, with their characters possibly succumbing to mishaps, age, or even death before ever setting off on their adventures. Of course, suppose you're more interested in taking on a universe of challenges without worrying about dying before your journey begins. In that case, the current editions of Traveler offer a more forgiving option. Players can still experience risks and rewards during character creation. No premature death. Characters who experience severe mishaps or the ravages of age instead begin the game with lingering injuries or medical debt. So why look back on this grim rule with such fondness? Simple. It's a testament to Traveler's commitment to realism and consequence, even in the wildest realms of sci-fi fantasy. It's a reminder of the dangers and risks of exploring the final frontier, injecting a dose of stark reality into our cosmic escapades. Now, Traveler's infamous character creation mechanic is one of the unique quirks that set the game apart in the vast cosmos of role-playing games. Whether you see it as a frustrating mechanic or a charming relic of the past, there's no denying it. Traveler character creation is a wild ride like no other. Here's to those brave characters who never made it past creation and the daring players who embraced the risk and rolled the dice. In the eternal universe of Traveler, your spirits live on, forever journeying amongst the stars.